guys, I am back. Part 2, fuel tank removal. Alright, so I already got my heat shield down. That was over there, up above the exhaust. And it seems like the exhaust itself is starting to wiggle itself loose little by little. So I'm going to try to maybe get it loosened up the rest of the way, possibly. And maybe I can get this actually maybe laid on the ground. But as far as the straps go, I thought most of these actually come down this way. And that way that the fuel tank would actually kind of rest on the straps to where you could actually get them and slide them down. But when I was looking under here, there's actually a bolt there. And there's a bolt back here. I'll show you. You can see that bolt right there. Probably a 17 or a 18. And there's going to be one on that other side as well. So actually these straps is actually going to come back this way, which is still fine. I mean, ain't no big deal. Just have to drop the tank. Yay, I got it loose. After a bunch of wiggling and moving, got it laid down now. Kind of moved out of the way. Pull my gas cap off and put a piece of paper towel in there so no dust or any debris, you know, somehow miraculously gets in there. Even though I'm going to be cleaning the tank anyway, but still. Because if any debris does get off in here, it can still go right through that little hole, because there's still an opening right there that dirt and stuff can get trapped off in there. May stick to the side or something and just wash right on down into the tank when you put gas and stuff in. So, but I always do this to everything. I mean, so this is just not really just because of this. It's I'm so used to doing everything, putting paper towels in holes to keep dirt and debris and stuff out of it. So it's just a good habit to get into. Alright, we're going to look at these a little bit close. This here is your vent valve for the fuel tank. It allows the fuel tank to breathe. I was going to order a new one of these, but good luck trying to find one because they are discontinued. Can't find them, and I've looked. If y'all know where to find one, please comment down there in the section and let me know, because I mean, I'm sure it's still good. I mean, I took it off, I cleaned it and everything and put it all back together, but I mean, it probably wouldn't hurt to replace these anyway. The line, the hoses and stuff, while you got all this stuff, gonna be having it all out, wouldn't hurt to replace the lines, you know, just kind of be good. Well, I mean, if they're not dry rotted real bad, probably wouldn't worry about it. But if they're reusable, go ahead and reuse the lines on them. The tools down here that you're gonna need is, let's see here. This one's gonna be a 3/4. This is gonna be a 5/8. Needle nose pliers for those, and a flathead, probably like a 5mm if you're going to use a socket, but these actually have a flathead on them, so just a good flathead screwdriver will work too. And on the bolts for the straps, they are a 15mm, just to let y'all know. Alright, let's go ahead and get these undone. And by the way, make sure you got a bucket under here. You're gonna lose some fuel. Well, when this thing finally quits dripping, because this thing's probably got probably at least about 1/4 of a tank, but whenever this thing quits dripping and stuff, I'm gonna pull the bucket out and I'm gonna show y'all, and we'll just see on how dirty this gas is. This is, like I said, this is supposed to be fresh gas, because I did buy it from the station, put it in a 5-gallon gas jug. So, but we'll see how dirty it is. And like I said, after I drop the tank and you know, get all that done, then I'm gonna be cleaning the tank, which the cleaning process will probably be on a separate video. It won't be on the same video or anything like that. So just gonna wait until this gets done. All right, there's the color of the gas. Now what you're seeing at the bottom is just stuff that was inside the bucket. I didn't even clean the bucket. I just grabbed it because I wasn't really expecting gas to just be coming out. But I mean, it's got pressure in the line, so I mean it's coming from the tank. So, but yeah, anyway, it's kind of a gold color. So, I mean, I think gas probably got a little bit of a gold tint to it anyway. I mean, it's pretty clear. So, like I said, the fresh gas that I put in it. So, anyway, I'm gonna finish dropping this tank. I've got the other line unhooked down here. Okay, got all these lines and stuff unhooked. I just gotta get that one that's still attached. Gotta get that one unhooked. That was kind of a pain to get removed. And of course, gotta come over there and don't forget the plug to remove it. Alright, got it broke loose. This top nut is gonna spin towards the floor. And shit, that was gonna leak too. Alright, hang on a second. Alright, so I pulled that little tab. I pull kind of hard. And I'll pull back that way. And pull the tab out a little bit. And pull down. There you go. All lines are disconnected. That's disconnected. And next is doing the straps. Alright, so when you get the first strap down, don't be afraid to bend it back because it can bend. And just let it dangle. Just like that. Just let it dangle, just like that. Over my chest there. So there you go. Do the other side the same way. Probably on safe precautions, probably keep your hand up underneath there so it don't fall on you. I was going to put the jack up underneath here, but I'm like, well, hell. I can't even move her around with that jack, and the jack ain't raising up high enough. I mean, I've got probably board and stuff that I could actually put up underneath here. But anyway, go ahead and move that other strap. Would not hurt to go ahead and remove this tire so that we can get a little bit more clearance and move that exhaust a little bit more out of the way. But if you have a flange where I was talking about that I was going to put one at, all you had to do is just unbolt your exhaust or move the whole muffler completely out of the way. But in my case, I'm really trying to get by with not trying to cut the exhaust. And the simple fact is, until I can actually have this thing actually professionally welded up with flanges and make, you know, the removal a little bit more easier next time when I dump the tank off. So I just gotta finagle and get the tank removed out, and she'll be ready to get the fuel pump and stuff out of here and be able to get the tank and everything cleaned up and get it spicky and span. I'll check inside the tank, make sure there's no rust, and make sure all that's good. If there's no rust in the tank, awesome, good deal. I'll keep the tank. You know, I'll just clean it out and put the new fuel pump, new sending unit, and I'll show y'all the fuel pump and sending unit here in a little bit after I get this thing removed out of here. Alright, so yeah, it's kind of a booger bear for sure, but you know what, it's not really that bad. It really isn't. The main thing is there's the two bolts that holds the straps on. I think those two bolts are going to probably be your biggest problems out of the whole situation, because they're so daggone long and they're just really a pain to get out of there. But as far as trying to get the tank and stuff out, it's just moving stuff out of the way and getting the tank done. I want y'all to take a look in here. See how my filler neck is? That means I need to raise up on the tank and then try to pull it completely out. So, alright, well, I've been fighting with this thing. Like I said, you don't have to remove the rear end on this car or anything like that, because the only thing that's going to hold you up for the most part is that filler neck. It's the only thing that's going to hold you up. But as far as anything else, I mean, the muffler is somewhat kind of in the way and everything a little bit, but you can kind of finagle around with it. But I've damn near almost got this thing out. So all in all, it's not too bad. It's just a booger bear because of that filler neck. It's just how the filler neck is angled going in to the side over there. If they would have kind of made that filler neck a little bit more straighter, possibly, I think it would slide right on out with no problems. Yep. And also, to mention too, I've seen a lot of people do the rear end deal where they're taking out the shocks, the springs, they're dropping the rear end fully down, and they're still running into the same problem. And they're still having to finagle the gas tank. They're still having to pull and push and turn and all that stuff. You know, so basically, in all honesty, they're just kind of doing more work than necessary. With this, you're still running into the same problem. And main thing is, it's that dang gum filler neck that wants to get in a bind a little bit. But once you get it yanked out, it's all good, because there's the fuel pump right there. And I know most people be like, oh, well, go ahead and change it right there. No, I'm gonna pull it. Go ahead and pull the damn gas tank and clean it. And because I don't want to have to pull all this stuff back down again. And also, since I've got it on video, I'll crawl up underneath here real quick and show y'all something. Look at there. Holy crap. There is no trap door. It's a virgin. I like seeing that. I love seeing that right there. Well, that can't be helped. Dented the filler neck. Can't. This is just something that just ain't going to be able to be helped, because the way it's angled in there is what it is. Like I said, you got all this daggum room, and it'll clear the axle. It's, you know, it's not even, it don't even touch the axle. The only thing that it may touch is that bracket that sits right over there, and the exhaust. But the main thing is the daggum filler neck being in a bind. Alright, fuel tank is out. I'm probably going to end this session of part 2, and I'll pick up tomorrow on how to clean the your fuel tank. But yeah, it's a lot of work, kind of a pain in the butt, and it's not because all this is so much in the way. Even though, yeah, part of it is. I mean, you can do it with the exhaust on. It's best to have the exhaust off. I would have cut the exhaust, but issue is I'm still getting fumes, and I did not want to take a chance of causing a spark and then, you know, me being in the ER. It's just not worth, you know, taking that chance. So I just went ahead and fought it, left the exhaust on there, so now I don't have to cut the exhaust. Thank goodness. I can keep what I've got until I can take this thing to a real muffler shop and have the exhaust done like it's supposed to. But like I said, the only thing that was actually giving me trouble through this whole deal today was this filler neck. Kind of bent it a little bit, trying to get the daggum thing out of there. But I don't think it's going to hurt anything. I don't see any major punctures or anything. It's just dented real good. I would put I was going to put another fuel tank in here and be done with it. But since I don't really have the extra funds to put another fuel tank in, I'm going to just make this one do for right now. But like I said, as long as there's no pinholes, no gashes, where it's actually going to leak or anything like that and cause issues, it should be fine. You know, things do get dented. We're trying to pull them out, and being that's a little bit of a tight fit down there, things are going to happen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this fuel pump, and I'm probably going to try to test, maybe test the sending unit and see what's going on with it. But I've got another sending unit in there. I'll be putting that one in there. Got a new fuel pump, Delphi, and I'll be showing all that tomorrow. But the cleaning process will be tomorrow. I'm not doing it tonight. Too wore out right now. So, but anyway, that is how you remove your fuel tank. Like I said, it's just a lot of daggum finagling, because I had to shove it back that way a little bit, and I finally was able to pull it just enough to finally get it free in there, or off of there. So, but you can tell, axle, the springs, everything is still intact. Like I said, you can leave all this intact, because like I said, even with the tank being up there and you're trying to pull it down, you still got plenty of room to pull. Like I said, I think the only two things really out of the whole ordeal was the muffler partially being in the way. You can kind of see where it's kind of scraping a little bit, because I was trying to move this muffler back, you know, that way, and trying to get, you know, a little bit more clearance. And like I said, and then the filler neck that goes up there in the hole. I'll show you that here in a second. But you see right there in that, let's see if my finger can pick it up. No, maybe not. No, maybe not. Okay, well anyway, right there is where the filler neck, right there is where that filler neck kept binding up right there. Just kept binding up, binding up, binding up. You can see where it's kind of bent a little bit. That's where it kept binding up on me. But I finally got it broke loose. So it's all good now. So this is going to be the end of part 2. So I'll come back tomorrow and show y'all how to clean this fuel tank. Alright, later guys, and God bless.